As we begin to wind up, what do you think of hockey fives? What do you think of indoor hockey? How do you think that these compare to the 11-a-side game?
Totally different games. And I will say it's similar to cricket. The good game of cricket, when you had test cricket back in the days, you have to be technically gifted to play possibly test cricket because it requires a level of conditioning and it requires a level of concentration. It is no different now when you're playing a hockey fives or even in the indoors. It's a quicker movement. It doesn't require as much skill. But what I will say, it does require more hand-eye coordination, especially for goalkeepers, because the ball is coming at a quicker pace because the space is so much smaller. And with hockey fives, people can score from anywhere. For some reason, I like that aspect of the game because it doesn't prevent the open play. It keeps goalkeepers a little bit more honest. You know that, hey, you can take a shot from anywhere and you can score from anywhere. I think I love it. For some reason, for the chaotic nature of it, because it is chaotic, I will say. It's very chaotic, knowing that someone can hit a little ball from so far. It could hit so many individuals, but the general nature and the pace of it and the movement and the quickness of it, I find it very interesting. I love it. I think Jamaica should play a little bit more indoor hockey, and I think we should play a little bit more hockey fives as well. That's just my personal opinion on that, though.
The Half Court Press, we at the Half Court Press, we love indoor hockey. Indoor hockey all day long. Hockey fives has become a bit of a controversial topic. FIH seem to love it. Some people, it seems to be predominantly people from nations with an FIH top 10 ranking who don't want to see it happen or take over the Olympic pedigree.
And I can understand it, interestingly. And the reason I can understand that, if you're playing an 11v11 game, it gives you the opportunity to control more of what happens on a game. If you're playing a frantic, shorter game, it does not require the technical abilities that you need in a 11v11 game. You can simply just take a shot from anywhere and you can simply score. It makes it a lot much easier. And it will forever be a topic similar to what you might have in other sports like cricket, or even now we're in Europe where they're trying to do a super league of just having all the top teams like the Manchester United, Cities, Barcelona, Real Madrid playing one simple league. You will always have those contentions once there's a form of change. Now, the sad part though is if hockey moves into the realm of playing more hockey fives and more indoor tournaments, it will then effectively prevent a lot of the players who are good on the circuit to not have the opportunity to represent their country, one. And two, it will also have a limitation in terms of the amount of persons you have possibly playing the sport. But what I will say is for the smaller nations, it's more economical in the sense where it's easier to move a team that has 10 persons or 11 persons rather than to move a team that has 22 plus the coaches. So you have those contentions, and similar to what you have in Test cricket versus T20 cricket, it possibly will become more popular because it's quicker. It's probably more marketable. It's probably more appealing to younger persons. But I will say 11v11 should never be changed, and it should never be removed from the sport because that's where the sport is coming from. That's a hallmark, and that is where it shows the true technical ability of our players. So while I love both sides of it, I would hope that both sides can thrive.